If you would just stand and show the class your outfit.
I did it. I did this for comedic effect.
Hi, nice to see your face. I wanted to start out by asking you what you do professionally.
I am a professional photographer. It feels weird to say that. I don't ever feel professional.
Me neither.
But I mainly work with musicians in the Nashville area, live music when that's a thing, and then a lot of promo stuff.
So you've come on tour with me before. I wanted to ask, what was your favorite memory on that tour, or maybe the funniest thing that you saw?
So long ago. I don't know. I feel like tour was such a shit show in general. Like at the time, it was just like, ugh, this is awful.
Yeah.
But it was fun too. But then, like when I look back, I'm like, oh, tour was so great, and it was just a dumpster fire.
Yeah. We always remember things as better than they were, and that was definitely one of the hardest 2 weeks of my life.
Like we always do dumb shit together, so it makes it fun.
Yeah.
When I felt the best was whenever we stayed with Asta's mom, and we just came into like this nice house that had like a spread of food, and we had not had like real food in weeks.
That was amazing. It was like hot showers, cushy robes, and like an entire counter of snacks.
Yeah.
And it was Halloween, so that was pretty fun.
And that was fun. It was fun to like dress up. And then I don't know. That was like an exciting part.
What did you go as again?
I went as your groupie because
That's
you were
right. Angus Young's #1 groupie.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Young, so.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That was the theme the whole tour, actually. So
yeah, follow me around, take my picture.
What was it like working with your sister, doing the album cover, versus like if you just hired a random photographer?
The level of comfort that I have with you, and the ways that our brains work together is the most ideal situation that I could be in for shooting an album cover.
Yeah, it's ideal for me too.
Yeah.
Because our brains work the same way, and I don't have to tell you to move a certain way or do a certain thing. You just do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like less on me to have to coach somebody and then take a photo. It's just easy.
And we can be a little mean to each other too, and like it's not a big deal. What has been your favorite shoot that you and I have done together?
I don't know. I don't know. The dive was just a lot of fun just because it's a good location.
Yeah.
And it's always just a overall like feel good vibe there. And also it was like short and sweet too. Like we got it done.
Mm-hmm.
We could go do fun things after, and it wasn't like an all day thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, where it's just constant shooting all day.
Yeah, I think the dive has been one of the most fun locations that I've ever done anything at. And what was even better is that there was no one else there, so I didn't feel like a spectacle.
Yeah, and I hate that too. Even though I'm on the other side of the camera, like I just feel like sympathy, I guess, for.
I mean, people are still looking at you too, you know. People are very nosy, so it just is what it is.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Yes. My next question is, what is your Enneagram? Which I already know this, but other people may not know this. Like, what is your Enneagram number, and how is that shown within your music?
So my Enneagram is the 6-wing-7. Maybe the best parallel that I see between my music and my Enneagram would be the desire to trust myself. Because I think that's one of the biggest issues with 6s is trusting themselves and trusting others. Mainly trusting myself to make the right decisions. Like I'll run so many decisions by like 5 different friends and collectively make a decision based on their answers. And I've been trying very hard not to do that recently and like testing myself. But I think, um, especially with this record, like the main theme kind of just being like regaining ownership of myself. A big part of that is learning how to trust myself. Um, and so I think that's where those two tie in. So maybe the biggest thing with my music and my Enneagram is the part of myself that wants to grow out of the shadow sides of my
Yeah.
Enneagram. What are your post-COVID hopes for your future in photography?
Oh God. I don't know. It's like, man, every day feels the same. And then you're just like, I don't know what's gonna happen. And then you just like I don't know, you just try not to think about it too
Yeah.
much. Then you get anxious, or I get anxious. And then I'm just like, what's gonna happen when it's all real again? Like, am I gonna fail? Or I don't know. So it's all scary, but my hope is to like get onto a tour or something and
Yeah.
travel. Um, I mean, that's like, I guess that's probably the biggest thing. I really miss live music. So just to be able to like shoot at venues again would be so great. Um, but yeah, I have some goals of like, while this is going on, like to get better at certain things. So like
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like better in general, and then maybe like can find some representation or something like through an agency that can lead to like bigger things.
I think there are some cushier situations that you could get yourself into. So shoot for higher artists than me.
Yeah.
Let's go for the kings of Leons of the music industry.
Oh my God. I had a COVID related question. I don't know, how has it been being a musician and like, I guess working on an album during COVID?
Um, Honestly, for me, I feel like it's kind of been a dream just because I couldn't have imagined a better scenario where I didn't have to be at work every day. And so I had the time to finish writing an album and then being able to go out of town for a month, really, and just hole up in a studio with someone for about 4 weeks. We just had to be a little bit more careful with other musicians coming to the studio, but that was it. Okay, well, say goodbye to the folks at home. Oh, why don't you plug your Instagram?
Oh yeah. My Instagram is at autumn.dozier. And my website is autumndozierphoto.com.
Cool. All right. Well,
Thanks for having me.
thanks for having me. I'll see you around.